Coming up, it's the Bengals, looking to avoid their 7th straight loss to the Ravens. Can Cincinnati prevent another sweep? Find out next on EA Sports.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 8th season in the league. And that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team from last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. Absolutely nobody there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 7th season in the league, former #1 overall pick, Jameis Winston.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kadarius Toney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stopped him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Working out of the gun. Winston. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 1st-quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to what they're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
Both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one. Now on the other side, though, once you're psyche, you're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line.
Keep ending.
Across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you, he hasn't forgotten.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Winston, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Winston. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Winston. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Winston. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Ravens push further out in front. And now before we get to so take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. Scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their corner. 13th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now to kick it following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A run for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They got multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
First down, Winston. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's got Rome. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handoff, serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him in football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to have touchdown.
Tyler Higbee. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Taken down. Back at his own 7. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Winston flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter, and it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note of that and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. So
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
This is up and good for Pinheiro. Drops the deficit from 21 to 25. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game. Units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Kadarius Toney, his intended target. 3rd down here. Franks. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punt around now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Ward to return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Garoppolo on 1st down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They run. Chubb. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Winston. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
Yeah, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Darnay Holmes. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Adams. Touchdown, Bengals. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Now room for Eckler.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is a counter play, Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coach.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darnay Holmes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Adams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. The Chargers have now taken a late lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. This is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Winston here to throw. And Winston lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and